That was a nice move by Pipkins, taking it right to the rack himself. Wide open three, left wing, and it's good. Nylon, the dunk likes that, Matt.
A three from the right side, and it's good! The one, Pipkins, the man, yet again.
Hello and welcome to The Flex. This is your newest Providence Friars men's basketball podcast. I'm Matt St. Jean.
And this is Joe Haughey.
And we're here. We're going to be following the Friars all season long. This is, your typical podcast from people that just got out of college and want to talk about something. Joe and I both know the Friars, and we want to cover them. And I think we do a pretty decent job. We have a history with it. Joe, you want to tell the listeners about our history with the Friars?
Right. So, actually, let's go back to our most recent history, March 13th, 2020. A lot of people were probably afraid to go into New York City this day, but Matt and I were right in the heart of it, Madison Square Garden. Both of us served as broadcasters for WDOM, Providence College Radio. Matt was a 4-year color and play-by-play commentator. I was a 2-year pregame, halftime, and postgame show host. We had traveled to Madison Square Garden for the 2020 Big East tournament, riding a 6-game win streak by the Providence Friars, only to have our hearts broken by the coronavirus. Providence hadn't even taken the floor yet. We were at halftime between the Creighton and St. John's game when, over the loudspeakers, we heard that the tournament was going to be canceled. Obviously, for completely understandable reasons, but for two amateur college broadcasters, it was a dagger right through the heart before Selection Sunday.
Yeah, no, especially after that late run by the Friars last season. But I mean, Joe and I, we did the very last played Friars game of last season. I did play-by-play. He did the color broadcasting for that game. Like you said, Joe has a long history doing the pregame, halftime, postgame stuff, being very good at it, and also during games feeding the data to whoever was broadcasting, feeding the stats, helping them out. Meanwhile, I have a long experience actually broadcasting the games for the Friars, and both of us have a long history of being fans of the Friars, Big East basketball, and college basketball in general. So we want to bring a little taste of that personal touch of being a student, being at the games, what it's like to be a Friars fan in that environment to everybody at home, and really to convey the excitement and the chaos that is college basketball to the world.
Right, and with what is projected to be a virtual season, we thought that we'd share our insights with the rest of the world. It's a lot different when you can't be at the Dunkin' Donuts Center or at Alumni Hall, wherever the Friars will be playing. But what if the Big East remains true? There's so much to analyze with each game, and that's what we're here to do, to share our analytical skills with all of you, and honestly, to just give some insight. Because Matt and I, we get very into the game, so sometimes it's not so analytical, and it's driven by heat of the moment, emotion, the ups and the downs of the season. So get ready, because it's going to be a roller coaster.
And that's college basketball right there. It's chaos. It's you're gonna hit some peaks and some valleys emotion wise, and you're just gonna ride that ride all season long and just see where it takes you. It's a lot of fun. It's gonna pull at your heart in all kinds of different directions, and we want to be the conductor on this ride for everybody. We're gonna be starting off. Going through, it'll be tomorrow when you're listening to this. We're going to start with Georgetown, and we're going to work our way through all now 11 teams in the Big East to preview them for this season. So you know what the expectations are going to be. We're going in reverse order of the Big East coaches' preseason rankings. And then we're going to get to the season, and we're going to try to do a pregame and a postgame show for all of the Providence games, as well as probably a weekly Big East roundup to hit all the different action that's happened around the league.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much covers it. There's no set schedule, but, be ready for the unexpected, as John Rothstein likes to tweet out, because with college basketball, you really can't expect anything.
No, it's, and it's cliche to say expect the unexpected, but that right there is what college basketball is. If you want to follow along with us, you can follow along on Twitter at @TheFlexHoops. So to get updates on future episodes, make sure you tune in as we prep everyone for this season. We're we're both very, very excited to be doing this. We've been talking about doing something like this for quite some time, and Joe and I are very excited to bring it to you. So for Joe Haughey, I'm Matt St. Jean. This has been the intro to The Flex, and we hope you listen next time and enjoy.
Go Friars.